Okay, so we're gonna do a little flow today. Gentle yet really getting the blood flowing. So you might work up a little tiny sweat. And we'll end with a nice guided relaxation. So here goes. I think I'm gonna have you start off in child's pose this morning. So you can do your knees together or out wider is easier. And just walk your way forward. Find what's comfortable. You're trying to get your butt towards your heels and your head towards the floor. So remember, you can always stack your fists to rest your head, or just reach your arms out, rest your chin or forehead. Or if you want a really restorative position, you can actually let your head rest and just bring your arms back or wherever they're comfortable. If your knees are wide apart, it's harder to have your arms back. So just find the variation you want to start with. And we're just gonna focus on your breathing. So first, just notice your body. Notice if any muscles feel tight right now, if there's any tension. Just notice how you're feeling overall. What are your energy levels this morning? Did you have to crawl out of bed or did you jump out of bed? And start to focus more on your breathing. So inhaling through the nose, feeling your belly rise and expand. And then you can exhale through the mouth and allow your spine to relax and sink down towards the floor. And just try to use those visualizations with every breath. So as you inhale, the belly expands against the thighs. As you exhale, the spine sinks down and softens. Reach your arms out and bring your knees closer together. A nice big stretch. And then let's transition into that modified push-up position. So on your knees, let your hips drop down. Just hold it here. Try to make sure your shoulders are relaxed. So just slide them down your back a little bit. Engage the core muscles. So pull the belly button up towards your spine. And then do your little mini chaturanga push-up. So bend the elbows straight back by your rib cage and lower all the way down. And then as you inhale, lift your chin, chest, and your hands. And then as you exhale, push back into that child's pose. So do that a couple more rounds. This time, try to connect your breath more. So inhale forward to plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift your chin, chest, hands. And exhale, push back to child's pose. Two more rounds. Inhale forward. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push back. Last time. Inhale forward. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push back. Alright, come onto your hands and knees. Try to stack the wrists right under your shoulders. Your knees are right below your hips. And then we'll do cat and cow, just rounding up the spine. Pull your chin towards your chest. Try to make your shoulder blades wider apart. And then really tuck your tailbone under. Try to pull it towards your chin. And then opposite, come back to neutral. Let the ribcage drop down. Let it get heavy. And then turn your tailbone up as much as you can. And lift through the shoulders and the chin. Good. Now just switch from one position to the next. So really round up. Kind of hit your furthest stretch. And then sink down. And just keep flowing. Explore any movements you want here. You can move the hips and shoulders, and you'll get different little stretches along the way. Just kind of explore what feels good. We're going to transition into the downward dog position. So just start by stepping your feet back into a push-up position. And really push back through your heels. And then start to lift your hips up to the sky. So from here, try to roll your elbows open wide. Your shoulders will naturally broaden across the back. Let's just bend the right knee, push your left heel down. Bend left, push the right heel down. And just pedal back and forth. And then inhale to lift both heels up. Exhale, push both heels down. Good. So we're going to go through the full positions. So inhale to a full push-up position. And then tuck your elbows back by your rib cage as you lower down into the push-up. Inhale, slide your chest forward, push it up. Try to make sure your shoulders are down and relaxed. And then tuck the toes back under, lift through the push-up into downward dog. Do that a few more times. Inhale to plank. Exhale, push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Again, inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Come down to the knees. And we're going to step forward into a lunge. So let's do the right leg forward. And then let the hips sink. So just make sure your front knee is in a straight line. It's not over the ankle. And then do a couple active stretches here. So you can take your hands on your front leg and then lift up your back knee. So just take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, flex your back foot, push through the heel, try to sink a little deeper. So we're going to start to lower the knee down to the floor and then lift back up. So inhale as you bring it down to the floor, rest for a second, and then exhale, lift the knee back up, try to sink down. Inhale, knee to the floor, exhale, lift, push through the heel. Bring the knee back down, bring both hands to the inside of your right foot, over to the left, and then if you can, come onto your forearms. If you can't, that's okay, just stay here. Try to really focus on this back hip, sinking down towards the mat. and straighten out the front leg. And let's bring one arm on each side of it and do kind of a half split. So just try to walk your hands out as far as you can reach. Keep a nice straight spine. And then as you exhale, try to fold down. Bend your elbows. Find how you can make this comfortable. So you want to make sure you're not holding tension in the neck and shoulders. And just check out your back knee. It should be in a straight line with your hip. Lift back up. We're going to do pigeon today. So this one's a big hip opening. Just slide your foot over to the left corner of the mat. Bring the knee down. The closer you bring this foot to the groin, the easier it will be. The further out it is, the harder. And just start to kind of shimmy this back leg as straight as you can make it. Let's just try to sit up as tall as you can first. And then walk your way forward. Try to fold over the front leg. Focus on the slow, deep breaths. So the longer exhale, inhale for 4 counts, exhale for 6 counts. We're going to try the quadricep stretch here, but it's super intense. So just bend your back knee. See if you can reach either one of your hands back for it. And you're trying to grab the ankle and then pull the heel towards your butt as close as you can. And then see if you can sit up a little bit taller. We won't hold that long. I know it's a little bit more intensity. One more deep breath. And release. Good, just step back. Let your knee slide back. We'll switch legs. So left leg forward. Get into your lunge first. Let this hip sink down. Just make sure this knee is in a straight line with the ankle. And we're going to do the active stretch first. So tuck the back toes under. You can take your hands on this front knee and lift the back knee up. So push back through your heel. Try to let the hips sink down. Good. We're going to do the little knee touches. So inhale, bring the knee down. Exhale, lift it up, push through the heel, try to sink lower. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, push. Last one, inhale down. Exhale, push. And bring the knee down, bring the hands down. So both hands to the right side of the foot. You can let the back toes curl back under. See if you can go down to your forearms. Focus on slow breaths. Let's bring hand on each side again and straighten out your front leg. So just try to create that nice long spine first. Walk your way out and then round down as you exhale. And just make sure this right leg, the knee and the hip are in a straight line. Your body loves to help us out and it always rolls over to the right and takes us out of the stretch. So just try to stack it better. Take those slow 4-6 breaths. Good, let's take it to pigeon. So slide the foot over to the right, bring the knee down. And remember, you can bring the foot further in if you need it, or out. And then slide your back leg as straight as you can. And let's sit up tall first. Try to walk your hands back more. Just notice where you're feeling it in your body. And try to breathe into that area. Just tell it to relax, tell it to soften. You can imagine it melting like ice cream. Whatever visualization helps you soften. And then walk your way forward into the stretch. Try to make it comfortable. Make sure you're not building more tension in the neck and shoulders or arms. Just be mindful that your body is as relaxed as possible while in the stretch. And lift back up. Let's do that quad stretch on this side. So just start by walking your hands back, trying to sit up taller, and then bend your back knee. Figure out which hand you can actually reach your ankle with, which side, and then try to pull the heel towards your butt. Just really take those slow, deep breaths. Focus on that exhale. Imagine it becoming easier. And release that. Good. Come back to the hands and knees. Just come back to that child's pose. Sit back on your heels. Walk your hands out. Just get another restorative stretch. Good. We're going to come back to that all fours position and do the one we did earlier this week, the side plank. So just kind of pivot your knee and you're in this modified side plank. And from here, we're just going to be exploring like shoulder range of motion. So just reach the hand down, start to bring it around in a circle. So really slowly, like as I bring it here, I can feel the stretch down in my waist. So just try to go slow and explore all the different stretches you can get. As you reach up, try to open your chest up towards the ceiling. You can reach your arm back as far as you can. And then come around full circle. And then go in the opposite direction. Reach around and up. Reach open. And back down. Good. Have you switch sides? Do it this way so I still see you. So just come into the side plank on the other side, lift through the hips, reach the arm up, and we'll reach it down first. So reach down, start to reach the arm open overhead. Get that nice side bend. Start to open the chest more. So you can look up at the ceiling as you bring your arm back. And bring it all the way full circle. And then opposite direction. So reach, open wide at the top. Reach back and a little back bend. And back around. Good. Alright, sit down. Just do a few neck stretches before we relax. So interlace your hands behind your back and just squeeze your arms straight. And do it this way. Squeeze here and then pull downwards. And you just bring your chin down to your chest. Hold it here. I find with our neck, we don't tend to go in the full range of motion. I think we're naturally trying to protect our neck muscles. But once you reach your furthest point, then see if it really is your furthest point. So just kind of relax the shoulders. See if you can soften any of the muscles to pull the chin further down. And then let's look up. So bring your head just back to center first, and then start to lift your chin. In this one, you should feel the stretch in the front of your throat. If you're feeling a pinch in your neck, once you come back to center, just retract your chin slightly, and then try it again. Lift it up. And see if that's better. And then come back to center. Let's bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Just make sure both shoulders are down and relaxed. We'll do a few head turns here. So just start to, keeping the ear to the shoulder, start to turn your chin down towards your collarbone. And then come back to ear to shoulder. And then try turning your chin up towards the ceiling. And back to center. Good, all the way center, and we'll do the other side, left ear to left shoulder. Just get the stretch first, let the shoulders relax. And turn your chin down. And turn your chin up. Back to centered. And all the way centered. Let's just do a few half circles. So ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to other shoulder. And just go side to side, go at your own pace. Just see what feels good in your body. Good, release the hands. Just give your shoulders a few rolls backwards. And then we're gonna lay down for the final relaxation. So just find your most comfortable resting position. Generally, legs are about a 45-degree angle. You want to make sure your spine is in a straight line, and then arms are about 45 degrees. Palms should face upwards. And just close your eyes and notice your body right now. Just make sure everything feels centered and straight. So notice if you have more weight on the right side of your body or the left. And just notice what spots are touching the floor right now, and see if you can make it more equal, that the weight's equally distributed. So we'll do the tense and relax method today. So you're just going to tense up one body part at a time, and then quickly relax it as much as possible. If you can sync up the relaxation with an exhale, it will help you release a lot more tension. sometimes it can be tricky to do. So as long as you're tensing and relaxing quickly, it'll work. So just lengthen out your right leg, lift it up a couple inches off the mat, and squeeze all the muscles in the right leg from the toes, calf, thigh, all the way into your glutes. Squeeze and release. Lengthen the left leg out, lift it up a couple inches, squeeze toes, calf, thigh, glutes. Keep squeezing and release. Squeeze your butt, clench the cheeks together, let it lift you right up. And release. You can let go of any tension by rocking your hips a little. Push your lower back down to the mat and pull your belly button down towards it. Hold it there. And release with a natural curve. Return to your lower back. Just take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, allow your lower body to completely relax. Let's work on the core and upper body. So start by doing a little back bend. Lift your rib cage up towards the ceiling. And then start to squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. When you're holding this little back bend, you should feel all the spine, the muscles along the spine engage. And then you're going to reverse it. So kind of lift your shoulders up, let your spine round down into the mat, lengthening it as you lower, and spread your shoulder blades wide across the mat. Take your hands into fists, squeeze against tight, bend your wrists, squeeze your forearms, bend the elbows, squeeze the biceps, shrug your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze the neck, shoulders, arms, hands, slide your shoulders down, lengthen your arms long, spread your fingers wide apart, and relax. Take the biggest, deepest breath you can so it inflates the lungs, the chest, the rib cage, the belly. Fill it up completely till you can't take any more. And then slowly exhale every last drop, empty the lungs completely. So you get a fresh new supply of air. Bring your right ear to the right side of the mat. Just slide the right shoulder down. Bring the left ear to the left side. Slide the left shoulder down. And bring your head back to center. Open the mouth slightly. Wiggle your jaw from side to side. And relax. Soften the muscles in the eyes and the forehead. And reconnect with your breath. Just do a few rounds of box breath. Let's do 4 rounds. So inhale for 5, hold your breath for 5, exhale for 5, and hold it out for 5. Just begin whenever you're ready. breath return to normal. And turn on your side gently, keeping your body relaxed still. Just take a few more deep breaths. And when you're ready, push yourself up into a seated position. And you're ready to start the day.